What's up, everyone? You ready to have your mind absolutely blown? Because today we're diving into some of the most insane, twisted psychological thrillers from the past decade. These are the movies that leave you sitting there after the credits roll, just staring at the wall, questioning everything you thought you knew. So buckle up, because things are about to get wild. This is Filmflix. Let's jump in.
Are you okay?
All right, kicking off the list at number 10, we've got The Invisible Man, directed by Lee Wannell. This one's a total nail-biter. It follows Cecilia, Elizabeth Moss, who escapes her super-controlling boyfriend Adrian, a genius tech inventor. But just when she thinks she's free, boom, news drops that Adrian died by suicide. Relief, right? Not so fast. Weird stuff starts happening, and Cecilia's convinced she's being watched. Turns out, Adrian faked his death and is using an insane invisibility suit to stalk and torment her. Creepy doesn't even begin to cover it. As she fights to prove she's not losing her mind, you can't help but feel frustrated for her. No one believes her. This thriller is packed with tension, showing how fear and control can trap someone even when they try to escape. The suspense? Next level. And guess what? The Invisible Man 2 is coming, so get ready for more chills.
Points and rebounds.
What do you know?
I don't know, I just know.
Coming in at number 9, we've got Uncut Gems. And wow, this movie is straight up chaos in the best way. Adam Sandler plays Howard Ratner, a fast-talking New York jeweler who's always looking for the next big score. He gets his hands on a rare black opal, and instead of cashing in, he pulls the ultimate Howard move, placing a massive risky bet on a basketball game. Yeah, not exactly a safe plan. The problem? Howard's already drowning in debt, and some seriously dangerous people want their money. Every second of this movie is pure stress. You can feel the pressure closing in on him. He's juggling his family, his business, and his gambling addiction while making one bad choice after another. You want to root for him, but at the same time, you're yelling, "Howard, please, don't do this." The tension? Absolutely off the charts. It grabs you and never lets go. And if you're used to goofy Adam Sandler, forget it. This is raw, intense, and totally unforgettable. At number 8, we've got Nocturnal Animals, a psychological thriller that'll have you thinking way past the credits. Amy Adams plays Susan, an LA art gallery owner who seems to have it all: success, style, the whole package. But her husband, Armie Hammer, is barely around, and deep down, she's not as happy as she looks. Then, out of nowhere, she gets a manuscript from her ex, Edward, Jake Gyllenhaal. The story? Absolutely dark. A family road trip that takes a terrifying turn. As Susan reads, the film jumps between her life and the events in Edward's book, creating this wild story within a story effect. You're constantly piecing things together, wondering what it all really means. The deeper she gets, the more she's forced to face her past. And let's just say, it hits hard. This movie isn't just a thriller. It's an emotional deep dive into love, regret, and revenge. It's stylish, intense, and completely unforgettable. Trust me, this one sticks with you.
나 모르겠어? 우리 어릴 때 같은 동네 살았잖아.
At number 7, we've got Burning, a slow burn mystery thriller that sneaks up on you and won't let go. Directed by Lee Chang-dong, this one's based on a Haruki Murakami short story called Barn Burning, and trust me, it's a wild ride. So, we follow Lee Jong-soo, an aspiring writer in South Korea, who reconnects with a childhood friend, Shin Hae-mi. Things seem sweet. She even asks him to watch her cat while she travels. But when she comes back, she's got this new guy, Ben. And Ben? Oh man, he's rich, smooth, and just off. Something about him isn't right. Jong-soo's gut tells him there's more to Ben than meets the eye, and as their strange little trio hangs out, the tension skyrockets. What's Ben really up to? Can Jong-soo trust him? The movie builds suspense so slowly, but that's what makes it hit so hard. Themes of jealousy, class divide, and hidden truths pull you in, and by the end, you're questioning everything. It's eerie, gripping, and seriously unforgettable.
Just looking to earn a living, just like any man. Starting new.
At number 6, we've got The Lighthouse, a wild black and white horror fantasy that'll mess with your head in the best way possible. Directed by Robert Eggers, this one takes us back to the late 1800s, where two lighthouse keepers, Thomas Wake, Willem Dafoe, and Thomas Howard, Robert Pattinson, are stuck on a remote, stormy island. Just the two of them. no escape. Sounds fun, right? At first, it's all about keeping the lighthouse running. Chores, maintenance, the usual. But isolation? Oh, it does things to people. Slowly, their sanity starts cracking, and the tension between them gets thick. Are they losing it? Can they even trust each other? And the visuals? Straight up haunting. Reality and hallucinations start blending, and you're left questioning everything. This movie is all about loneliness, power struggles, and how being cut off from the world can push people to the edge. It's eerie, intense, and honestly mesmerizing. By the end, you won't know what's real, but you'll be hooked the whole way through.
Being forced into a breakup.
There's no easy way to say this. Don't visit us anymore.
At number 5, we've got The Gift, a slow burn horror mystery that'll keep you on edge till the very last scene. Directed by Joel Edgerton, who also stars in it, this one follows Simon, Jason Bateman, and his wife Robin, Rebecca Hall, a couple settling into their new home, ready for a fresh start. But things get weird when Simon runs into Gordo, an old acquaintance played by Edgerton himself. At first, Gordo seems harmless, just a little off. He starts dropping by uninvited, leaving gifts, trying to be friendly, but something about him just doesn't feel right. As strange events pile up, Robin's gut tells her something's wrong, and you feel that creeping unease right alongside her. Then the movie starts peeling back layers of Simon and Gordo's past, and wow, the tension skyrockets. It's all about trust, past mistakes, and how your actions can come back in ways you never see coming. The suspense grabs you, and the emotional twists hit hard. By the end, you'll be questioning everything. It's gripping, unsettling, and impossible to forget.
Please, come in.
Hello.
At number 4, we've got Mother, a straight-up wild horror mystery that'll leave your brain spinning. Directed by Darren Aronofsky, this one takes place in a big, eerie house where a couple lives, kind of. They don't have actual names, but Jennifer Lawrence plays the wife, Mother, and Javier Bardem plays the husband, him. Mother spends her days fixing up their home, pouring her heart into every little detail, while her husband, a writer, is completely stuck. But their quiet life gets wrecked when random strangers start showing up. The husband's all welcoming, but Mother? Not so much. And honestly, you feel her unease as things go from weird to chaotic. More people keep arriving, and suddenly this house becomes a full-blown nightmare. The whole movie is loaded with symbolism, deep themes, and moments that make you sit there like, wait, what just happened? It's mysterious, intense, and packed with tension that never lets up. Love it or hate it, one thing's for sure, you won't forget this one anytime soon.
How did his father die?
A surgeon never kills a patient. An anesthesiologist can kill a patient, but a surgeon never can.
At number 3, we've got The Killing of a Sacred Deer, a psychological horror that's cold, unsettling, and totally gets under your skin. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, this one follows Dr. Stephen Murphy, Colin Farrell, a successful heart surgeon with a perfect family, loving wife, 2 kids, beautiful home. Life's good until it isn't. Stephen has this strange connection with a teenage boy named Martin, Barry Keoghan, whose dad died during one of his surgeries. At first, Martin seems polite, maybe a little awkward, but something about him feels off. Then things escalate. Martin's behavior turns disturbing, and suddenly, Stephen is faced with a terrifying, gut-wrenching choice that will change everything. This one is all about guilt, revenge, and morality, wrapped in an eerie, almost cold atmosphere that sticks with you. It's a slow burn, but the tension? Unreal. You'll be gripping your seat, desperate to see how it all plays out. It's unsettling, intense, and yeah, you won't forget it anytime soon. At number 2, we've got 10 Cloverfield Lane, a horror sci-fi thrill ride that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. It stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Michelle, who wakes up after a car crash to find herself stuck in an underground bunker with 2 strangers, Howard, John Goodman, and Emmett, John Gallagher Jr. Howard says the outside world is no longer safe. Something catastrophic has happened, and the air is unbreathable. But here's the catch. Michelle isn't sure if she can trust Howard. His behavior is way too controlling, and his stories don't exactly add up. The more time she spends in the bunker, the more paranoid she gets, trying to figure out what's really going on. Is Howard lying? What's outside? The tension is insane. You'll be questioning every little thing. Who's telling the truth? What's real and what's hiding behind those walls? It blends psychological drama with sci-fi in the perfect way. And just when you think you've got it figured out, boom, twists that'll keep you hooked until the very end.
제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김치모 그는 이사촌.
At number 1, we've got Parasite, a thriller comedy by Bong Joon-ho that's not just entertaining, it's deep and thought-provoking. The story kicks off with the Kim family, barely making ends meet in a cramped basement apartment. Life's rough, but things start looking up when Ki-woo, the son, gets a tutoring job for the super-rich Park family. It's his chance to change everything for his family. Then, the rest of the Kims start sneaking into the Park's world, each pretending to be unrelated employees. The Parks, living in their luxurious bubble, have no idea what's happening right under their noses. And while you're on the edge of your seat, part of you can't help but root for the Kims because they're fighting just to survive. As the two families get tangled up, the gap between their lives gets impossible to ignore. Parasite hits hard with its social commentary, making you laugh, cringe, and gasp all at once. It's emotional, intense, and leaves you thinking about it long after the credits roll. All right, that's a wrap for today's list. If you're into mind-bending movies that keep you on the edge of your seat, you have to check these out. Seriously, no regrets. Let me know in the comments which one you're watching next or if there's a fave I missed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more epic lists like this one. So, I'm Pomode from Filmflix, signing off for today. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.